Your spirit guides are saying, go within, take this mirror and take a look at yourself, because everything that we are experiencing on the outside of us is a direct mirror, is a direct correlation to what's happening inside of us. Hey everyone, it is time for yet another weekly spirit guide report. What I do here is I call in our spirit guides and ask them what's going on this week. Today is January 27th, 2026. This message is specifically for this week, but if you are accessing it at any other time, it is very useful for you right now. So welcome, let's go. The lesson presenting itself this week is sit down and take a deep breath. Relax and take a deep breath. And they're saying your becoming is unfolding. Sit down, relax. Your becoming is unfolding. There's a lot of depth, there's a lot of relaxation, there's a lot of trust, a lot of self-trust, a lot of guide trust in this statement. So our spirit guides this week are presenting to me a vision that is something special to us, probably from our childhoods. This vision is something from the external world that is going faster and faster and faster, and it's getting crazier and crazier and crazier. And it's actually a veiled, slightly horror film made for children. And I'll get to that in a second, but the message that they're giving us today, the lesson that's presenting today is notice how our external world, notice how your external world is getting louder and crazier and more dangerous, perhaps. However you are seeing what's going on in our outer world, whether that's presented by the media, whether that's presented by friends or relatives or people's opinions around you, notice it and take the mirror. And your spirit guides are saying, go within, take this mirror and take a look at yourself, because everything that we are experiencing on the outside of us is a direct mirror, is a direct correlation to what's happening inside of us. And this speaks directly to the 2026 Firehorse Circle 1 year that we've been talking about, that is happening in the middle of February. Everything is coming out right now. This snake's tail is taking it out on energy right now. It is flicking off old energy. It is bringing in stuff that we need to process. And we see that happening everywhere. It's actually, in a very spiritual and artistic sense, brilliant, because we can see stuff unfolding and we can see what needs to heal coming to the surface. And I bet that we are all feeling that same exact way at some point with the last few weeks of energy, and it's going to be continuing for the next few weeks and potentially even about a month into the Chinese New Year. So put your seatbelt on, dig in if you want to, don't resist. What you need to do is grab that mirror, and whatever you're seeing, whatever is emotionally affecting you that you are seeing or hearing or experiencing that is on the outside of you, take that mirror and do your best to try to find where that is coming from the inside, because whatever is happening on the inside, we are all projecting to the outside. Are you noticing pain and suffering on the outside? They're asking you to ground. Are you a very balanced person? But can you go deeper, and can you start balancing the neutral that you find in your body with more joy? They're asking you to be lifting yourself up right now. Find that mirror and start lifting out of that mirror into something a little bit more joyful, a little bit more relieving. If you are feeling that pain and suffering, ground and find relief. If you are feeling neutral and balanced, go out into the cosmos, lift yourself up and find a little bit more of that star energy that's going to be lifting you up and out of this body into this next level of energy. So the vision that I promised of this maybe not even veiled horror show that was made for children was the scene in Willy Wonka on the boat. And this terrified me when I was a kid. And I watched it recently. And on one hand, this is one of the most spiritual movies I've ever seen. And watching it as an adult kind of blew my mind. But this one scene they brought to me, the spirit guides brought this one scene of the movie to me. And as they're in this boat, Willy Wonka is at the front and they're going faster and faster and faster. And the horrific scenes and the music and the psychedelic, hypnotic visions keep going faster and faster and faster. And his voice gets a little bit more agitated. This is what is happening right now all around us. This is what always happens right before change. So lean into it. Let's find this mirror. The more that we can look into this mirror and calm ourselves down, lift ourselves out of this, ground it out of ourselves, the more that we are all adding to the collective, the healed collective of this entire world. And then all of a sudden, I'm not making predictions, but I have a feeling at some point we will all be able to open that door into another area of Willy Wonka's designed beauty, creativity, and most delicious things that could be ever created. So the next piece, it's the energetic correction. In the first one, we are noticing the fraying of what's happening on the outside of us. And now we're going into the inside and noticing where we could be fraying or where we could be enjoying a little bit more joy, a little bit more neutrality, a little bit more relief on the inside. In this next one, my spirit guides are actually leading me into the next vision. I usually walk in myself, but they're leading me into this next vision. And I am choosing to walk into this next vision with them with my eyes closed. And this was very specific. That was exactly what I was supposed to be honing in on. I am absolutely happily blind to reality. If I don't open my eyes, I don't have to see something that I don't want to see. It's as simple as that. I don't have to see what I don't want to see. If I open my eyes, do I see something that I was denying before? If I open my eyes, do I see a truth that hasn't made sense to me until now? Do I open my eyes and see something that I simply let go of because it's been a pain for me? It's been paining my heart. So maybe it's a decision after I open my eyes to let something go or not. And now I'm noticing in this vision, my eyes are still closed and I am noticing why they're closed. I am blinding myself for a reason. My eyelids are heavy with falsehoods. They're heavy with lies. They're heavy with expectations. They're heavy with misery. Yet, if I open them and I ask to see through God's eyes, the universe's eyes, Source's eyes, all of that will fall away. And I'm in the candy garden again through God's eyes. All of a sudden, I am in the place where miracles still happen. And our spirit guides are reminding us that the more we can go in and find the emotional and violent and crazy, intense stuff that we are experiencing on the outside, the more we can go inside and notice where that lives inside of us and root it out. All of us doing this, if we're all practicing doing this, the collective heals faster and faster and faster, just like the boat going through the horror and opens into the wonder in this movie. So the treasure from spirit, I'm excited that they're bringing this back. This usually looks like a little gift that you can take with you and use as a little metaphor in your toolbox as you move through your energy of the week. And this week, they gave a shoebox to me. It was a gift. It was a shoebox. It wasn't even wrapped. It was a used shoebox. And there was crumpled tissue on the inside. I opened it up and I unwrapped it. And there was a little ceramic angel in there, and it looked like it had been painted by a toddler with poster paint. It's not pretty. It looks pretty messy. I kind of want to hide it. I don't love looking at it, to be honest. I I don't know what to do with it, and I am starting to feel a little bit of guilt that's coming up for wanting to hide it, or honestly, kind of wanting to throw it away because I don't know what to do with it. Now, on the other hand, it's pretty cute. It's pretty special. I don't know who painted it. It could have been a toddler, or it could have been me because I'm, not great at painting anymore. And if I tried now, it would probably look like that. So maybe that's why I want to throw it out. I'm not sure, but that's what the gift is. And those are my initial feelings as I'm holding this thing. And as I'm thinking through this, it becomes a little bit more clear to me what they're telling me to mention to you. But before I go through that, I want you to sit with this. I want you to think about this little painted angel. This little, I'm going to say it, this little ugly painted angel. Sit with that. That is a gift from Spirit. If Spirit or God gave you that little painted angel, who do you know would have painted it? Would you have been the one painting it? Was it something that you had a family member give you? Was it one of your own kids that made it for you? Was it maybe somebody that was in an elder care facility that did this for a craft one day? Is it something that you found at Goodwill? Take a look at what that is and where that came from. And what does this little thing mean to you? So for me, this little guy represents our beginnings. We're all at a stage beginning in this new 2026 and beyond energy. This energy is swirling around us. We're all at the same level. We're all at this beginning level. Every single one of us is at this beginning level of this new energy. No matter if we've been working with energy and healing ourselves and working with healing arts and all of this for so many years, it doesn't matter. We are all at the same level. There are no pedestals anywhere near us. And that's been done for a purpose. We are all this beginning energy. We are all creating this art that looks like it's been thrown into a poster paint swirling machine. I don't know. But the thing they want us to know is, as we are all in this together at the same exact level, do you know what we can do? We can all reach out and hold each other's hands. Because if someone feels like they have done all the work and they're sitting up there a little bit, we can't hold their hand. And they can't hold our hands. So it's very, very important to know. And this came to me quite a few days ago, but it's coming back to me right now because it is so important for us to understand that there are no more hierarchies. There are no pedestals in this spiritual work anymore. We are all completely equal. And we are here to hold each other's hands. That's what we have to start doing, everyone. So our guides are saying, if we are feeling like this new energy is swirling too much, if we are feeling not grounded, if we can't find our footing in our internal energies, in our external experiences, we must remember to reach out to other people, not only for our own good, to stabilize ourselves, but whoever we are reaching out to probably needs us reaching out to them just as much as we need to reach out to them. There's a duplicate factor here. And our guides are saying we need to practice putting our differences aside. Differences usually come from pedestals. We need to remember that none of us are on a higher pedestal than anyone else, not one person. Not one person, and nobody is lower than us either. We are all in the same spot, and we can all reach out and join hands. And they're saying, ask each other the important questions. And this is really deep work because important questions are not political. They're not societal. They're not economic. These are not the important questions. Important questions are, how are they feeling? How are they coping? How are they doing from their heart? Removing the stories, removing every single story, everything that they've read in the newspapers, every story they've seen on TV, every story from their social media, every single thing that's on the external world. How are they feeling? There's no story in a feeling. A feeling is on its own. And we need to start communicating without using external fodder that is fueling a false fire in our hearts. They're asking you to ground into your human beingness, the feeling inside of your body and inside of your blood, and remove all stories when you are communicating, not just with other people, but yourself as well. Remember to remove the stories and then access what you're feeling. The stories are conditions. And when we are living with conditions on and in our hearts, there's no unconditioned love being spread or growing. And when there's no unconditional love, which I think most of us can agree is the ultimate healer of all human woundedness, unconditional love, then we can all remember our beingness and our togetherness. And we can all become each other's healers. But we must remove the stories. We must remove the conditions. And in order to do that, we take everything out except for what we feel in our hearts without the story connected. And that's what I got from that little ugly painted angel. I do want to hear what you got, though. So our spirit guides today, when I open the floor for them in this reading, they are giving you this vision for your future. They're giving me a hot tub in the middle of a forest, and it's beneath the stars. And you're sitting there in this beautiful hot tub. It is just the perfect temperature. You're all alone. You are safe, and it's quiet, and it's a beautiful night. You've done all of the energetic work. You've done all of your healing work. You feel happy and joyful and free, and you feel supported in every area of your life. You look up at the stars, and they're speaking to you. You know what they're saying. They're giving you praise and instruction and love and wisdom. And they give you all of the wealth that you could ever ask for. These stars are just giving you wealth because you trusted them. You left all of your worries behind. You took up with them unconditionally, they say. And now you have the secrets of the galaxies, not just your human beingness. So with that beautiful vision for your future that I absolutely believe in for you and for everyone else, as long as we lose the stories and we lose the pedestals and we start reaching out and holding hands and reaching out with our hearts, we are all going to be coming into this amazing new year in the right energy to be able to reap every single thing that all of the astrologers, all of the psychics out there, all of the everything, everyone is coming out and promising. I believe it. I'm hearing it too from my guides. Let's all get into the same energy because it sounds really exciting. And I want to reach out and hold your hands. And I want you guys to reach out and hold my hand because this is going to be a really great ride. And that brings an end to this reading. I had so much fun doing it. And just to let you know, if you are not part of the email subscriber list, every week after this goes out, you get a integration email. Everything that I have just talked about, I summarize. I give you at least 15 integration exercises so that you can work into it at your own pace, at your own level. And the most important thing is when you subscribe, I bring your guides into the reading. You are included, and it's going to hit you just that much easier. It's completely free. So go down to the description, sign up. I will see you next week, and have a good one. I love you.